the negotiations to avoid default and save thousands of clean energy jobs in Nevada and millions across the country. We know that far-right Republicans threatened our economy and tried to hold our working families hostage, plain and simple, but we refused to allow it. The far-right's plan was to gut the Inflation Reduction Act and kill our clean energy economy and the millions of good-paying jobs that go with it. Now that we have defeated their efforts and avoided default, we can continue to focus on implementing that law and supporting our working families. Nevada is at the forefront of the clean energy economy, leading in solar, geothermal, and battery manufacturing. There are thousands of Nevadans in Las Vegas who install panels in our solar fields. I've seen them firsthand. I've visited and spent time with our IBEW at Gemini Solar Project, one of the new solar arrays in southern Nevada. These are good-paying jobs. These are union jobs. If we are going to keep building out the infrastructure for electric vehicles, we are also going to need lithium. And Nevada has enough lithium to power the world, the whole world, for the next 85 years. We are at the nexus of this clean energy economy, and we have the ecosystem to make it happen, not just in Nevada, but in this country, which will create great paying jobs for so many Americans across the country. That's why it was important for me and my colleagues to work to make sure this bipartisan infrastructure law and the Inflation Reduction Act invested not only in our critical mineral supply chain, but it also gave Nevada companies the opportunity to engage and start manufacturing and recycling the batteries that we need to power this clean energy future. Companies like Redwood Materials, American Battery Technology Company, and Lilac Solutions that are in Nevada and are creating almost 2,000 jobs for my state. Taken together, in my state, there are tens of thousands of families who depend on these clean energy jobs. And I'm proud that our party, we stuck together to protect them when we know that there were extreme Republicans who are willing to take away those jobs and those opportunities for working families. The legislation that we just passed kept our economy afloat and reinforced that we stand for American jobs, our clean energy future, and our working families. And finally, let me just say, what you are seeing happen on the East Coast with the weather conditions because of the fire, we see it quite often, unfortunately, in the West. This has become our norm. And it was important for all of us to fight in that bipartisan infrastructure package for that $8 billion. It is now being implemented in this country to address the wildfires that we see in the United States. We need to do more to address the prevention piece of it, the suppression, utilize the technology that's out there like wild alert cameras that we use in the West, as well as the remediation now when their fire has occurred in so many of our states. This is what's happening, and it's because the Democrats came together to really support long-term, not just overnight, but long-term funding to address these issues in the infrastructure package. I am proud the Democrats, in working with them, we were able to deliver for our working families in this country. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator Cortez.
Hello, friends. Monthly checks may be sent out this year, and many lawmakers in the House of Representatives have just teamed up to propose a new bill. The bill will restore the improved and expanded monthly child tax credit payments. This plan will cost billions of dollars, but would send Americans relief checks every month. The plan already has bipartisan support. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, tomorrow, I will be announcing several more winners for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you'll need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. A group of House representatives have just introduced the American Family Act. It is legislation that would make the previously expanded and improved monthly child tax credit permanent. During the crisis, the American Rescue Plan Act provided relief for American families through a series of payments and credits. One of those was a supercharged version of the child tax credit. Beginning in July of 2021, the IRS began distributing nearly $93 billion in advanced child tax credit payments. The payments were paper checks or direct deposits that appeared each month. The child tax credit payments were equal to 50% of the child tax credit estimated to be available to families. It was based on information reported on their federal income tax returns. All eligible families who did not receive the advance payments or did not receive enough money could claim the full credit on their 2021 tax return during the 2022 tax filing season. The expanded credit reached more than 61 million U.S. children, and studies suggest it made a tremendous impact. A 2022 paper from the American Medical Association noted that children in the United States are more likely to live in poverty than any other age group. Before the crisis, over 10 million children in the United States lived in poverty. It is one of the highest child poverty rates among high-income countries. About half of all children living in poverty are living in what's called extreme poverty. It is defined as living in a household with an annual income of $13,086 for a family of 4. Mailing the payments and monthly installments was not the only change. The credit was also bigger and fully refundable to qualifying taxpayers. So that meant you could receive the advanced child tax credit payment even if you did not owe any taxes in 2021. Representatives Rosa DeLauro, Susan Delbene, and Richie Torres would like to see the return of the expanded credit. The move was met with great enthusiasm by many lawmakers, including the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy. The group previously reported that without tax credits and other federal programs, the share of children living in poverty would have fallen only slightly from 2020 to 2021, from 16% to 15.3%. There does appear to be bipartisan support for making changes to the child tax credit. Various proposals have been floated by GOP Senators Marco Rubio and Mitt Romney, but those have yet to move forward. House Republican leaders were hoping to pass a rule to set up floor votes on a bill to constrain the government's ability to regulate gas stoves, but the lawmakers saw their efforts fail after House Freedom Caucus members joined Democrats in opposing the rule. The final vote for the rule was 220 to 206. A dozen Republicans opposed the rule. The 12th vote against the rule was cast by House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, who voted no in order to retain the ability to bring it up for a vote again later. Several of the conservatives said they voted against the rule because of House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's handling of the debt ceiling and his violation of promises he made to them in order to win the speakership. Representatives Dan Bishop and Ken Buck are both unhappy that Kevin McCarthy broke what they say was his promise to keep discretionary spending at fiscal year 2022 levels. The debt ceiling deal actually keeps non-defense spending at 2023 levels for 2024, allowing increase in funding for veterans and defense. The House Rules Committee had met on Monday, ahead of the expected vote later this week, on the Gas Stove Protection and the Freedom Act, which would prohibit the federal government from banning the use of gas stoves. However, the Consumer Product Safety Commission and the Department of Energy each deny any consideration of a gas stove ban. So, dearest friends, what are your thoughts on banning gas stoves? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Thursday. Tomorrow, dear friends, I will be announcing several more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, dear friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed Thursday.